Azores, that mysterious archipelago that's part of Portugal, located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. We spent 2 weeks wandering through the different islands to see what made each one unique. Our journey continued as we made our way to our second location, Pico Island.
Alright, this is a walkthrough of our Pico place. So, this is the entrance, this is a washing machine, this is the kitchen area, some groceries, a little sitting area that overlooks this tiny little TV, there's a microwave. There's a closet over here.
Oh.
I didn't even look in this.
Plenty of space.
Yeah, so, we can put stuff in here. The bedroom.
We're gonna sleep 1950s style tonight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no pushing the beds together, huh? Oh, there's another TV. Oh, good. There's the bed. Yeah. But the best part is this. Beautiful view of the ocean. This little sitting area. So yeah, I think this will do for us, for sure.
Pico was only a short flight from our starting point on Terceira Island. When we arrived that morning, we made our way to Madalena, the main port city of the island. Since we only had a few days, we wanted to make the most of our time. We decided to spend the first day on one of the most famous hikes, the Vineyard da Criação Velha Trail. This one-way walk is about 4 miles and goes from Porto do Calhau back into Madalena. It's best to get a ride to the starting point and then make your way along the well-marked trail up the coast and through picturesque vineyards.
The start of the Trail of the Wines.
Yeah.
It's very windy today. We had a cab driver just drop us off here to Porto
do Calhau.
Porto do Calhau. We just called a couple people, cab companies, and the guy who picked up ended up being basically giving us a mini tour all the way here, showing us little points. He was a wealth of knowledge, and it was perfect.
The first leg of the hike brought us to a swimming location, Porto do Pocinho. The conditions were not ideal for getting into the water that day. The trail continues up the coast to other swimming locations before turning inland between the vineyard walls. Here is where you see why the trail is one way, as it seemed to get narrower and tighter as it went on.
So I think that's saying to don't go that way.
I think so too.
But do go this way.
Yes.
There's a stake right there.
Eventually, the hike takes you to a windmill, the Moinho do Frade. Here, you can get great views of the surrounding vineyards. And sometimes, there is someone in there selling trinkets and grapes. The trail ends just outside of Madalena. We had worked up an appetite, so we stopped at a nearby restaurant, the Atlantico Tea and Wine House, to sample the local cuisine.
We're trying grilled limpets for the first time. See them?
Yeah.
I've never had a limpet before. Didn't know what they were. That's what they are. All right, Brendan, why don't you? Oh, yeah, you're supposed to slurp them like that?
That was my instinct.
Yeah.
You're good. It tastes like mussels, a little slightly different texture, but very good. They drenched them in butter, which is nice.
Yeah, it's like butter and garlic and. I think the flavor is really good. Actually, it's like a very light flavor. The texture is a little chewy, but probably because they're grilled. But like, it's a very nice flavor, and you know the butter and the garlic doesn't help either. So, anyway, yeah, grilled limpets. Good morning. We just arrived at Pico Island yesterday, and we're up, not that early actually. We're going to be actually doing a day trip to Sao Jorge. We're going to go over there, and they're going to give us a full day tour of some of the stuff that that island has to offer, and then we're going to come back here. And it's just a ferry ride, so it's actually kind of nice. And so I'm just having a very simple breakfast. These rolls, some butter, and some of this, I want to say queso fresco, but I don't know the Portuguese, but it's some cheese that we've been having on this island that's pretty good. They found a toaster in this little apartment, and hopefully I'm not burning them. We will have a good day, tasting some cheese, and just kind of finding out what else the island has to offer, so I'm pretty excited. Oh, my toast is ready. As the rough seas tossed our ferry around, I was fortunate to not be one of the many people on board suffering from seasickness. Unfortunately, Brendan was not so lucky. The feeling seemed to subside when we finally landed ashore. We were both relieved to be on solid ground and start our tour at the cheese factory that makes this island so famous. Sao Jorge is sometimes called the Sleeping Dragon because of its long, thin shape and central ridgeline which resembles a spine. The island is famous for its fajas, which are flat areas of land that were formed by lava or landslides. The scenery was incredible, with each lookout being more breathtaking than the last.
Alright, we're here at the only coffee plantation in all of Europe. They've just served us 2 delicious tiny cups of coffee.
Yay!
Cheers.
Cheers!
Try some. Excellent espresso.
Very good. He also got these little pastries, and we don't know the name of them, right?
Right. Or is this the island where they're caramel? They involve caramel?
I have no idea, but they look kind of caramel. They look good.
Possibly.
Yeah, they've got like a paste, like a kind of like a crust on the bottom. I think it's like a piece
It's like
pie crust. Yeah.
All right, just another beautiful day in the Azores.
After our full-day tour, we rode the ferry back to Madalena. The waves had subsided, so we had a much smoother ride on the way back. Sao Jorge seems like it could be an interesting island to come back to, especially if you're into scenic hikes and dramatic landscapes. On our last day on Pico, we decided to learn more about what makes this island so famous: wine. We decided to take another tour with Tripex, which was more than just a tasting of great wines. It was part tour of the island, part history lesson, and part happy hour. We started off in the village of Cachorro to see the famous Doghead lava rock formation, as well as many historical stone houses which gave a picture of what it was like to live here when winemaking was the major economy of the island. We made our way to a visitor interpretation center for a better picture of the winemaking process from long ago. Our guide Maria was truly the best. Extremely knowledgeable and personable, a perfect combination that made the day so enjoyable.
Stomping on them. And then everything that was left over from stomping, You will take it inside there, and then you will start screwing here so you can take all the press and all the wine from the grapes. So this will be almost like a family job, you know? That's why people had so many kids. All the kids in there pressing the grapes, the stronger ones here, rotating this and then rotating back. And of course the woman's helping it clear that hole in there too. Helping on everything.
Yeah.
Women's did everything in the past.
Yeah.
Wine.
As with now.
As with now. Yeah. All of these little volcanoes turning and then joining these two areas together. And then you have the volcano creating all of this area right here.
After seeing some more of the vineyards, as well as the lava rock wall formations that were built to help the grapes grow, we were ready to taste some wines. Starting out at a cooperative winery, there was a nice variety of different wines to try. The final stop was at Bodega Barca, a wonderful little winery that also had a great selection of liquors and brandies, as well as a mini museum in the back. So we had our wine tasting. Various wines and liqueurs and brandies. This was unlike any other wine tasting that I'd been to in that it was a truly personal experience, where you get to hear stories from the host and it feels like family.
Various major awards for...
This is just a representation of a bedroom. Of
Oh,
course.
okay.
Yeah, I
The house was
assumed,
built
right.
already, for the museum, and we just gather. We've been gathering tools and objects from different both sides of the family, and we've been having donations also from a lot of friends and neighbors.
Oh, okay.
So it's been enriching the collection these days. So we basically represented different trades that were practiced by our ancestors with the way of living people had. We
Yeah.
had the carpenters / cooper there. We had the blacksmiths, all the different trades, the crafts from the ladies represented. So it's basically, the idea is to be a welcoming house, aside from all the events we do, not just in the business.
Made out of tires. Oh, okay.
In the past, we will make it only with leather, and then later we started adding the rubber onto it.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you had a hole in your shoe, put a heel on it.
There's always tires around, so.
This was when after World War II, Americans were coming along to the base, so they left a lot of different kind of materials behind, especially tires.
Okay.
And this used to be the machine they used to make the barrels.
Oh, okay.
You would sit here. You would carve it out.
Oh, wow.
Until
Okay.
it makes this shape.
Wow. Okay. My dad does woodworking now, but his tools
So
are.
we will probably love this, no?
Yeah, he would. Yeah, for sure. He probably has all these old tools.
Oh, yeah,
Just kidding. Yeah, he's.
No, but probably.
But yeah, so
Now
some
we have
stuff.
a
I
little
mean,
bit
some
something
stuff.
more
Yeah.
recent, huh?
Yeah. Well, some of it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got some good machines,
Hold on,
but
just...
I mean, his level looks like that. Pico is such a welcoming island, and we were sad to leave such a magical place. But we had to move on as we had other islands to explore. As we soaked in our final view of the coast, we looked forward to our morning ferry ride to the island of Fayal.
Linking.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
There we go.
think that's why it's one way.